Oh boy, it's a couple days after Christmas. Merry late Christmas, everybody. Yeah, it's, what the hell is today's day of the week? Tuesday, December 27th, 2011. Time for some Formspring answers. I know I said I was going to do it live, and I still will someday, but who am I kidding? I break promises all the time. I just really felt like I'm going to let you guys down by having it be an extremely long time since I've done this. So let's rock and roll! First question. Wow, 4 weeks ago? Good lord, it's been a month. Yeah. How many questions do I have, first of all? 107. Oh, okay. One Pro asks, first, thanks for always answering these. It's awesome. What is your best video game memory ever? First of all, thanks. Aw, shucks, you're making me blush. My best video game memory ever would have to be when I beat Super Mario Bros. 3 for the first time. I cried. Yeah. It's very moving for me, because I felt it was quite an accomplishment at the time. And it was for me, yeah. Okay, here come a whole bunch of questions in a row from Roleplay Humor, the guy with the smiley-faced avatar. First one. Are you prepared for a lot of questions from your favorite smiley-faced person thingy? Oh, you read my mind, you silly man. Yes, I am. Who are you? I really want to know. I am Doc Sigma. Haha. You can also call me Chris. Haha. See, that was a silly question, so it gets a serious answer. So you like Fridays. Are you in love? I actually haven't been to Fridays in a long time. The last time I was at Fridays, I actually wasn't even eating there. There was a geocache hidden in the parking lot of my local TGI Fridays. It was a park and grab. It was an LPC, a lamppost cache. Oh dear, I guess I have to explain that now. You know lampposts, like in parking lots, at the base of them, there's like a big concrete pillar, then there's like a kind of a rectangular box, and then like the big pole, blah, blah, blah. Did you know that box around the base of the lamppost has bolts on it? But 999 times out of 1,000, those bolts are not fastened, and you can take that box and slide it up. When people discovered that, it became extremely common to hide geocaches under them, and they're referred to as lamppost caches, or LPCs. Some people love them, some people hate them, some people are indifferent. I think that, hey, if there's one in the area, might as well grab a cache, They're usually pretty protected from the weather, because, they're covered, and they're very sneaky. Unless you know about them. Cough, yeah. What is the best use of a harmonica you've seen in any song? Tie between The Wizard by Black Sabbath and Piano Man by Billy Joel. Did you ever own an Atari 2600? I wish I still had mine, mainly for I'm sure I could get $100 for it at least. Technically speaking, I never owned an Atari 2600. I owned an Atari 7800, but most of the games I had for it, which I still have to this day, were Atari 2600 games, the 7800 being backwards compatible with the 2600. Unlike the 5200, which came out between the two, which wasn't backwards compatible with anything. Then I misplaced my 7800. No, that's not true. I know right where it is, but I misplaced its power supply. No, that's not true either. The 7800 connected to the television in a strange way using those screws to screw it into the antenna. If you're old enough, you remember those. And any even remotely modern television won't support those anymore without some sort of wacky converter. So at a local play-and-trade, I bought the Sears Telegame system, which was an Atari 2600 clone, for about $20. And it came with the appropriate converter, so I could just plug it into the RCA adapters. Bum-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Did gaming have something more magical about it in the 80s, 90s, since there were, in some cases, harder games, and you felt more accomplished for beating something when there were less facts? Or is it simple nostalgia, or both? I think it's a little bit of both, but for me, some of my greatest memories are playing the Atari 2600 late at night, when the only sounds are the sounds of the video game, and the crickets outside, and you'd hear the, kind of the static of the game when there were silent parts. I mean, there usually wasn't music in the games. It was just an atmosphere that you really can't match with today's games. And I still remember Activision games making this one static at the game over screen, like, I long for those days. I haven't played my Atari games in so long. How do you feel about the hardcore gamers that only play first-person shooters or think all other game genres are crap or for kids? Fuck them. I hate them. Yeah, there you go. Have you ever thought your headphone volume's up way higher than you thought you did and get a rather unpleasant surprise? Oh, that's happened to me many times. And since I have extremely sensitive hearing, well, not sensitive hearing, I have terrible hearing. Since I have really terrible hearing, that could hurt my ears sometimes. Do you like Lady Gaga? Oh, yes, last time I said I thought Lady Gaga was the most overhyped performer nowadays, but I wasn't going to answer whether I liked her or not unless someone asked me. So now that you've asked me, yes, I like Lady Gaga. I think she is a magical being from another planet, and the world is really not ready for her yet. But I do like her. There's something about her. She's fun, and she's quite talented. There go half of my subscribers. What would a pedo bear do if no children existed, and why is he attracted to humans in the first place, let alone our children? They are his food source, actually. He feeds on the fears of children. Kind of like how there are certain kinds of vampires who feed on fear. So, yeah, pedo bear's a psychic vampire. Yeah, there we go. Which music genre do you wish would make a comeback? Example, new wave, synth pop, rock and metal. Let's be honest, it's dead as far as mainstream. Synth type, I would say synth type rock, like, I'd say prog rock that's heavy on the synths. So, like, basically the way, like, Rush and Dream Theater, etc. were in the 80s. I mean, Rush was probably my favorite band, but my favorite songs of theirs are the synth-heavy songs of theirs from the 80s, like from the albums Signals, Power Windows, Hold Your Fire. Those albums, yeah. Who the hell throws a bloody shoe, honestly? Somebody who has a shoe and doesn't want it anymore because it's covered with blood. Not counting microscopic organisms, if every human and species went to war and there was a mass killing spree worldwide, would fat-bottom girls still make the world go round? Just kidding, but yeah, who would live the longest / win? Oh, God, honestly, I think the ants would win. Because if you combine the weight of all living organisms on planet Earth, except for ants, it is actually less than the combined weight of just all the ants on planet Earth. There's more ants than everything else put together. If that was to happen, could we call that the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny? No, we couldn't, because we know that the winner of the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny is Mr. Rogers in a blood-stained sweater. And we know that can't happen anymore because he sadly passed away. So that battle can never come to pass. What's that smell? And that's a good question. Let me check. It's one of my favorite colognes. English leather. I think I'll put a little on right now. Oh, hey, I dropped the cap. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, man, it went way the hell under there, but yeah, God, I love English leather. Yes, okay. Is Korn and Bourbon suffering from split personalities? He clearly has two names. No, actually he has one personality. That personality involves taking a nice shot of bourbon and putting some corn in it, and you mix it all together and take it as an enema. Are you going to make a Twitter bot of Sunman, or will you leave that up to me? I'll have to leave that up to you, although on the other hand, I did notice that the Twitter username Sunman Returns has already been registered and has made a few tweets. Because Moonman's name is Moonman Returns. And it actually has tweeted at Moonman a few times. Yeah. If you were ever arrested, what do you think it would be for? Honestly? Probably something really frickin' stupid, like smoking in a place where you're not supposed to smoke. Do you know the Muffin Man? Yes, I do know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane. Why does Mommy keep hurting Daddy? That's actually a trick question. Mommy's not hurting Daddy because Daddy likes being pegged. Look it up. Did you ever listen to Dark Side of the Moon while watching The Wizard of Oz? I've never actually done that. It seems silly. I don't know. I mean, the coincidences are there and stuff, but I guess I'm far too lazy to actually do it. Oh, I like this question. Bombs? Rope? Don't forget lamp oil. How would you react if Nintendo made official remakes of the Zelda CDI games and made/kept them like Zelda 2, took out the bad cutscenes and added actual bosses, but kept a few classic bad quotes, but made other NPCs say them? Dude, I would fucking love that. I would love to see the Zelda CDI games made using the Zelda 2 engine, because I love Zelda 2. Yeah. Of course, don't forget there were 3 Zelda CDI games. There's the 2 side-scrollers with the awful, Russian animation. And then there was a third one, which had awful human-acted cutscenes, and it was an overhead view like traditional Zelda games, but you controlled Zelda, and it was terrible. Should they also make a game where Zelda is the main character instead of Link? There was another horrible CDI game for that. You beat me to it. I swear I don't read these ahead of time. Waka 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 waka? Is that really a question? Oh, well, I'm sorry, it is a question. Waka 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 what? I don't speak Pac-Man. I don't speak Pac-Man, I'm sorry. 01000, a whole bunch of binary. Oh, okay. Whole bunch of binary. We can code that. Oh, do you speak binary? Clever. I do speak binary through an interpreter. Did we end up with Doc Sigma the motion picture again this week? Yes, you're going to end up with it again this week. I mean, it's been 4 weeks, but it's only been 107 questions. Given how long it's been, I don't know, maybe people just started to give up or something. I'm sorry, I'll try to either do this every week, or maybe I'll just do it every time I get 100 questions. I don't know. It's constantly evolving. Yeah. Looks like I'm about a third of the way through, and I'm still just on your questions, Mr. Roleplay Humor. That doesn't bother me at all, though. Do you think there will ever be another Star Trek series sooner or later? Of course there will be. That franchise is a bloody goldmine. Yeah, there definitely will be. Is it easy being cheesy? No, Chester Cheetah speaks the truth. It's not easy being cheesy. And the last one from Roleplay Humor, at least for now. What would happen if a lolly had the mind of Moon Man? Oh, God, that would be dangerous and terrifying and hilarious and exciting and fun. I should make a lolly Moon Man bot. Okay, we got a few in a row from Z-Man, 1998. Ooh, 1998. That's the year I graduated high school. You see someone that was just shot and they scream, Doc Sigma! After they scream, they fall to the floor dead. Why did you shoot cold? Probably because he didn't pay me the $15 he owes me, Cold. Are you listening? Yeah. What is the best way to murder someone? Okay. Stab them with an icicle. Let the icicle melt into water. Boil away the water. Take the body, put it in a blender until the entire body, bones and all, becomes a liquid, and flush that liquid down the toilet. There you go. 69. Sure, 69 is fine. Although, did you know that when you're on the road, the fastest speed at which you can have sex is actually 68? Because at 69, you have to stop and turn around. What celebrity would you have sex with? Moon Man counts. Well, in that case, Moon Man. Oh, that was easy. Easy. Cyberpup asked 2 questions in a row. Would you ever want to meet Justin Bieber? And if you did, would you do the world a favor and kill him? Well, let me put it this way. The only reason I would want to meet Justin Bieber is to kill him. So, yes and yes. Have you ever killed someone, then had sex with their dead body, then killed their parents for watching you do it, then have sex with them? No, I did not. But that sounds like the best Seinfeld fanfiction ever. Oh, boy, we got some questions here. From Drago, a few in a row. What is your favorite version of Bahamut from the Final Fantasy games? That's an interesting question, actually. I kind of like the one from Final Fantasy IV, when you don't know the secret to beating him, and he's just doing the countdown, then all of a sudden, Mega Flare, what the fuck, ah! And then you figure out the secret to beating him, you cast Reflect on everyone, it's just really clever, and he says some cool stuff, too. Second favorite will be the one from Final Fantasy I, because he promotes you! Oh, yeah. What is your least favorite version of Bahamut from the Final Fantasy games? I'd say the one from Final Fantasy III, because it's possible for shit to get really fucked up when you meet him the first time. You're supposed to just run from him, but it's entirely possible that he'll kill your whole party before you get a chance to run from him, even if you just selected the run command. And then you have to do a whole long sequence over again, the whole thing where you meet, what's his name, Drake, or Diego, or Owen. That guy who turns out to be an ancient and he lost his... You know what I mean. Then you meet him later and you kill him and you get his summon. If you turned into Bahamut, what would you do? Oh, and by the way, I just pictured Bahamut dressed like a news reporter. Someone should totally draw that. Yes, someone should totally draw that. That would be awesome. And if I were to turn into Bahamut, I would open up a shop where I would promote people for money. That would be my job. I would give people class promotions in real life. Did you know that Bahamut was in... Well, I have questions about Bahamut. Did you know that Bahamut was in Super Mario RPG? No, I did not. You're not talking about, oh dear, what's his name? Kulex. I'm gonna have to Google that, because I think you're, not quite... No, he isn't. He's so popular that he even managed to appear in... Bahamut appears in the game, and he's found in Bowser's Keep, will be summoned by a Magic Koopa. Really? How the fuck did I miss that? That's awesome! Oh my god! Shit, wow, I feel ignorant now. Thank you for clearing that up. How many questions about Bahamut do you think I can ask in a row? Okay, I'm gonna cheat and look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 6 is your limit, including that one. So, Bahamut was an airship in Final Fantasy XII. If the other Bahamuts heard about this, they'd be pretty angry. It would be a funny sight, seeing a dozen versions of Bahamut at Square's doorstep. And, well, yeah, I'm thinking about it. How are you? Well, I just went back to work today after taking a mini vacation around the Christmas holiday. I took off. I had the weekend, of course, and work gave us Friday and Monday for free, and I took Wednesday and Thursday as floaters. So I had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, a 6-day weekend. It was pretty cool, so I'm doing pretty well. And I'm answering questions, which is always fun. Oh boy, we got a bunch of questions in a row from Pacifist. Half a dozen or so. I'm back. Did you miss me? Yes, I did miss you. I always missed you. Especially missed your avatar, because Arnold looks like he's screaming at the fact that he has bacon on his forehead. What is your favorite song up to this point? Doesn't have to be best song ever, just what are you listening to right now? Right at this very moment, my favorite song is Subdivisions by Rush, but that changes on an almost hourly basis. Have you ever played any of the Fallout games? And if so, what do you think of them? You know, with all the nuclear post-apocalypse and Pip-Boys and stuff. No, I never played any of them. My circle of friends basically says the first 2 games are good and the rest are crap, but I've never played any of them. What do you think of Formspring's new option of adding pictures to every question? Kinda makes this a little funnier, seeing how someone can attach a picture to illustrate the question so you have an idea of what they're even talking about. I didn't know they did that. I'm not seeing the pictures. Oh, I guess I have to follow you first. Then I click on the picture, and... Okay. Doing anything special this holiday? Well, the holiday season has passed. Well, no, excuse me. No, the holiday season is still going on, but the Christmas holiday has passed. Didn't really do anything special for it. Exchanged gifts, hung out at home. It's all good. Don't you just love it when that guy from CSI puts on his glasses and then that yeah sound effect? Well, I think that meme is overused. Yeah! No, it's cool. Okay. Eric RPG asks, ever play any of the Luna or Grandia games? Grandia is a spiritual successor to Luna in a few ways, if not. Yes, I played Lunar the Silver Star for the Sega CD. Never played Grandia, though. I'll have to check it out. And Anonymous User asks, do you listen to Brony music? No, I really don't. That's one aspect of Brony culture I haven't really gotten into. Not because I don't like it, but just because I haven't gotten into it. Few in a row from Monsieur Daniel Rydell. Hi, Doc. Did you miss me? After asking like 40 questions, I decided it was in my best interest to hold back. Hello, Daniel. Well, I'm glad you decided that it was in your best interest to hold back, because if you don't, apparently Formspring itself will stop you. If you ask X number of questions in a row to the same person, Formspring's like, hey, dude, chill. So that didn't happen. You may not dislike or like Twilight, but can you at least agree that Twilight fans have a tendency to be scary as hell? Yes, I can absolutely agree to that. I'll ask it since you kinda said you might. LP Soul Blazer? Maybe. Maybe. It looks like a fun game. Yeah. Oh no! Santa Claus has flown over your house and he didn't leave you or your Keckle Harm anything. It's so sad that your harem decides to spend the next full year in tears. Oh well, how's your week going? Well, my week has kind of just started. It's going to be a short week because, Monday was off. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Tuesday's done. It's always the hardest day of the week anyway. So yeah, my week's going well, and I'm answering Formspring questions, which always makes me happy. Oh man, I almost burped. Or did I burp? No, it was a silent burp. Oh, that was a hiccup. That's it for now. Have fun. Thanks for continuing to hang around with us and have fun with these questions. And here is the question. What do you want for Christmas? Well, Christmas is come and gone. All I really wanted for Christmas was some new clothes, and I got some new clothes, as well as some other stuff. It makes me very happy. Yeah, Mardis asks, YouTube changed its layout again, and I absolutely hate it with a purple passion. How do you feel about the changes so far, and are you used to them yet? I am used to them. I've spent a great deal of time reorganizing and editing my playlists and my channel layout to conform to the new layout. I don't particularly care for it, but I don't hate it either. I think that I've pretty much just gotten used to it. What I must say, though, is I don't understand why they did it. I mean, what question does this new layout answer? What existing issue does it solve? In my estimation, it seems almost like they changed it just because they felt that it was time to change it, and that bugs me. Jamie asks, what are you talking about, Storm? You have a talent. Being awesome, broski, and stimulating the chat to donate during Tatsu's streams. WWWYKI. I'm not Storm. You are very silly. Zigbar31 asks, what are your experiences with bullying? In 6th and 7th grade in high school, I was bullied fairly severely, actually. Not physically, but, emotionally, psychologically. Yeah. That's it. Okay, we got 2 in a row from... Oh dear. Karuka Kuroichi. Hey Doc, what would you think about a team-up between Kefka from Final Fantasy VI and Discord from My Little Pony? If you don't know Kefka, well, I do know Kefka. I think this team would be damn awesome. Oh, that would be fucking awesome. They are 2 completely insane motherfuckers, and they're both a lot of fun, and they both have amazing laughs. Kefka's probably the most purely evil villain in the Final Fantasy series. I mean, he's just evil for the sake of being evil, and he's fun, and he has an infectious laugh. And Discord is one of my favorite fictional villains of all time. How is your little Melissa doing? She's so adorable. She's doing really well. Actually, she kind of has a cold right now, though, so she hasn't been tweeting much. I've been letting her stay home and eat soup. Yeah. In a geocache... Oh, wow, this is another person here. Oh, I can't read. Hopatoff asks... In a geocache, you find a golden egg and take it home. You suddenly have a craving for scrambled eggs, and the only egg you have is the golden one from the cache. You decide to eat it. Suddenly, you need to take a dump and shit gold. What do you do? Well, first of all, I don't think I'd ever have a craving for scrambled eggs, because I don't care for eggs. At all. Period. I mean... Did my phone just ring? Hang on a sec. My phone is vibrating like crazy. What do you want, phone? Oh, nothing. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if an egg is an ingredient of something like cake or whatever, then cool, but I don't like things like omelets or scrambled eggs, hard-boiled eggs, soft-boiled eggs, etc. But if the events here did happen and I shit gold, then I would fish the gold out of the toilet, get it all nice and clean, and sell it for money! Oh, yes. Okay, an anonymous user asks, what is the recipe for disaster? Okay, it's 3 cups of scotch, a pinch of semen, and a teaspoon of Godzilla. There you go. An anonymous user asks, name 3 things that are not illegal, only frowned upon. Okay. Smoking, consenting adult incest, and adultery. Okay, there we go. Simple enough. An anonymous user asks, who would win in a fight to the death between George Washington and Larry King if they both had the same age? George Washington, he was a war hero. Larry King, yeah, I don't think he was a war hero. Yeah, George Washington could do guns and shit. Yeah, there we go. Psychotic asks, how long have you known Moon Man? I can tell you exactly how long I've known Moon Man if you'll give me just a sec. I can actually look it up. Okay. Let me go home, save password. Okay, home. Okay, Doc Sigma. Favorites. Oh, excuse me. Since August 26th, 2008. There you go. Where the hell did my questions go? Oh, they're in another window. Okay, that's convenient. And an anonymous user asks, what is the most racist thing you genuinely believe, all kidding aside? I mean, an opinion that would be viewed as racist by at least some people. Dear, Let me think about that. Nothing leaps to my mind. I'm not trying to hide anything. Okay, the most racist thing I believe, genuinely, is that black people have big dicks. Just from all the porn I've seen, you know. I don't know, man. They say it's true, they say it's not true. From my experience, I don't know, man. Yeah. Tattooed Yoshi asks, would you like to buy this Stalker Elmo toy? Pull string. Elmo knows where you live! Oh, I'd love to buy that Stalker Elmo toy. I'd burn it on camera. Snorlag asks, hey Doc, I noticed you subscribed to my channel. Was just wondering why. Not that I don't appreciate it, just curious. Well, I pretty much always subscribe to someone's channel if they get in touch with me one way or another. If I know someone, I subscribe to them. In all honesty, I don't really use the subscriber list on YouTube. There's a very small number of channels that I just kind of memorize and go to, and I have bookmarks and etc., etc. I subscribe to, but I guess you could say I kind of use my subscribers list as just a list of people I know, if that makes sense. Yeah, there we go. U1 Pro, who looks awesome holding a can of Red Bull, by the way, asks, who do you turn to for support or just when you need to vent? Names not necessary. Sounds queer as hell, but my mother. Oh, and my father, depending on what I need to vent about. Yes, they're very good targets for my venting. A lot of people turn to me for venting, and I love that, and I appreciate it, and I allow them to do it. And they say I could do the same back, but I never really have. Guess I don't want to burden them. Okay, we got a few in a row from... I can't read. No, from Lord Franza. Sorry I'm late on this, but the new YouTube layout annoys me so. Do you think YouTube should go back to its original layout, or at least the one before this update? Yeah, the one before this update was fine. Like, I wish they'd go back to that, seriously. Although it could be worse, they could have forced Cosmic Panda on us, which was basically like this layout, but even a million times worse. The Demon Lord knocks on your door, but to your surprise, it's a baby. What shall you do? I shall put the baby in a little bassinet and rock it until it goes to sleep, and then bring it to an orphanage and burn the orphanage down. If a drink turns a funny color like Kool-Aid turning green, will you drink it? Well, if it's supposed to turn that color, then yeah, absolutely I'll drink it. Sounds delicious. If it's not supposed to turn that color, I would basically go by the smell. If it smells like I expect, then yeah, I'll drink it. Pineapples are good. Do you like pineapples? Oh, I love pineapples. I love eating them. I love drinking pineapple juice. Pineapples. Yes, yes, yes. How can you tell a chicken from a turkey? The chicken has breasts. That's not a question, but okay, that's good to know, I guess. Okay. Penguins enjoy the cold. Do you enjoy the cold? The cold does not bother me at all, because my normal body temperature is such that I'm usually uncomfortably warm. Like, you can touch my skin and I'll be warm. One of my ex-girlfriends, my first one actually, had the exact opposite problem. Her skin was cold, and she was uncomfortably cold most of the time, and that actually worked out very well. We would, like, cuddle together, and she'd cool me off, and I'd warm her up, and it was very nice. Last one from me. Is Sonic faster than Mario in bed? No, he's not. Mario is the original quick-shot master. Motherfucker, I swear this never happens to me. Tattooed Yoshi asks, couple in a row, do you think you could spare some points, Doc? Sure. What? Sorry, I'm just confused now. If you like to be surrounded by Yoshis, come and check out my background on my profile page. Okay, I think I will. Whoa, a lot of Yoshis there. You were right. Sorvar Spar asks, is the whip crucial for a Castlevania game, or games like Order of Ecclesia and Dawn of Sorrow also had a winning recipe with the use of glyphs/weapons? I don't think you need a whip. No, absolutely not. I mean, let me put it this way. I love all the 2D Castlevania games, even the ones that don't have whips as primary weapons available, but I think that a whip should be available in some form or another. Even if the only way it's available is just after you beat the game, you unlock, like, Belmont mode, where you play as, Simon Belmont or Richter Belmont, and they have a whip. That's cool, too. The Nards of Doom asks, hey there, Doc, is it true that you're secretly working with Pedo Bear? Oh, you silly monkey, it's not true at all. There's nothing secret about it. Funeral from Snorlag. Why do people play games that will only frustrate them and make them angry, like I Want to Be the Guy? Well, that answer depends on whether they're recording it or not. If they're recording it, then they're still going by that whole 2007 thing that was very popular, like, oh, look at me, der-her-her, I'm bad at video games, der-her-her, I'm such an idiot, der-her-her, look at me, I'm bad at video games. If they're not recording it, then, I don't know, they have mental problems or something and actually enjoy suffering. Whatevs. What do you think about the new... oh, dear. What do you think about the new YouTube layout? I don't like it, but I've gotten used to it. To sum up the answers that I've given on the other people who asked this. In an earlier question, I asked you if you were a bear. Well, since you said you were, do you shit in the woods? Not always, but let me put it this way. I have shit in the woods before. I have taken shits in the woods. I have shat in the woods, as it were. Hey, Doc, I know you have probably answered this question before, but what breed of dog is Dusty? I actually got his DNA analyzed. I bought a little kit where you would take a cotton swab of his saliva and then put that in an envelope and send it off to this DNA lab. And I got this nice certificate back saying all the different breeds that make him up. Unfortunately, I don't remember the exact distribution, but I do remember that he was 70% Yorkshire Terrier. He also had some Schnauzer in him and some Poodle. And maybe some Bichon Frise. I'll have to dig out the certificate and find out. I do remember being surprised that he was... I really thought he was a Schnoodle, which was a cross between a Schnauzer and a Poodle. But I remember being quite surprised to learn that he was 70% Yorkshire Terrier. Bucket Fan for Life asks, do you like ginger ale? Hell yeah, I love ginger ale. When my tummy's upset, I drink ginger ale. When I just want ginger ale, I drink ginger ale. Dragoed asks, along with YouTube's other crappy changes, they are merging friends with subscriptions. I know you prefer to watch your friends' videos separate from your subscriptions. How does it make you feel knowing that they'll all be clustered together now? Well, fuck, I didn't know they were doing that. See, I guess that shows you how often I pay attention to YouTube. I'm Christ, I upload videos and I didn't even notice they were doing that. Well, that... dear, well, that really... fuck. Oh, dear. Well, I think that sucks. And I'm gonna have to... oh, dearie me. I'm still gonna keep my policy of pretty much just subscribing to First of all, anyone who asks for a subscription, and second of all, anyone who I know, like as a friend or an acquaintance. But for videos that I actually watch, I'll just keep up with my old tradition of memorizing URLs and having bookmarks and stuff. Oh, well. Snorlag asks, have you seen Anna Main EX by Brony Mike? No, I have not. I'll have to check that out. Sounds like a pony poop video, and I love pony poops. I love YouTube poops in general. I love good YouTube poops, ones that use good sentence mixing and stuff. Like check out CS188 or Mark3611 or Dikekike, Dikekike. There's some good poopers out there if you know where to look. Damn it, Christian asks, what's your guilty pleasure? Sleeping in the nude on a hot summer day. Yeah, with the windows open and a nice breeze. Feels good, man. Oh dear, I'm at near the top now, I think. I don't know, I can't read. Few in a row from Jack, RC11, and now we're back to 2 weeks ago instead of 4 weeks ago. Will you not answer this question that is not a question or is, but may not be a question if you do answer it, but also is and is not at the same time if you don't answer it? The answer is lawn darts. Yes. 'Tis the season to sodomize, oh that feels good, oh hi lolly. No, don't be scared, it's a good thing, believe me, you'll do it one day. Merry Christmas to one and to all, a bowl of herpes. Well, that wasn't a question, but I hope I sang it correctly. Merry Christmas, Doc. Doing anything special this year? Visiting family or just staying home, eating Chinese food, Jewish bagels, and watching Christmas specials? Yeah, that sounds about right. Actually, my father cooked a delicious roast pork dinner for Christmas Day. But on Christmas Eve, we did indeed have Chinese food. And on the day after Christmas, we did indeed have Chinese food. And I have been eating a lot of bagels lately, so yeah. Oh God, McDracel asks a video. Questions in the video. Okay, Wait a minute, can you guys even hear this? Hang on a sec, let me adjust this so you can hear it too. Where's my mixer? There's my mixer. Okay, guys, yeah, there we go.
Maybe for you, Smart Cookie, but I am a Chancellor. I was elected because I know how to think outside the box, which means I can also think inside the chimney. Can you think inside a chimney?
Oh, Chancellor Puddinghead, oh, Chancellor Puddinghead, oh, I love you. I've never been inside a chimney, so I don't know if I can think inside one or not. Oh, well. An anonymous user asks, where does the song Hey, Let's Go for a Ride come from? I actually haven't used that in my videos in a while, but Hey, Let's Go for a Ride is that song that I tend to paste in when, like, I'm in an underwater level in a Mario game and I'm fast-forwarding over it, or just when I'm fast-forwarding over a section in general. It's, hey, let's go for a ride in my super groovy underwater race car. Yeah, the song is called Hey, Let's Go for a Ride, and it's by Dan Deacon. And somewhere out there on YouTube is a music video of Hey, Let's Go for a Ride with over 1,000 viewers, and the top comments are all saying, I came here because of Doc Sigma, which kind of makes me blush and makes me feel humble. In fact, I think the highest rated comment just says, Do Sigma. D-O-S-I-G-M-A. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Yes. And an anonymous user asks, where's my money? I don't know where your money is, dude. You probably spent it. Snorlag asks, are you interested in any of the Dynasty Warriors style games? Yes, I am, because I love that kind of game. They're fun, yeah. They're, you know, hack and slash, kind of tactical hack and slash, I guess you could call them. I haven't really, oh, jeez, it's been a long time, but yeah. Not saying I'd LP it or anything, but, okay. 3 in a row from Necro Pup Paladin. If this was a question you asked yourself, what would the question be, and what is your answer to it? Okay, the question I would ask myself would be, hey Doc, when you're finished with this Formspring video, what are you going to do? And the answer I would the answer I would give would be, I'm going to move a few feet over to my bed, put new batteries in my Xbox wireless microphone, and play some Lips karaoke before falling asleep. You have fallen into a parallel universe. What single thing is different in this new world that sets it apart? Is this a good thing or a bad thing? That's an interesting question. The one different thing in this parallel universe is, let me think. Okay, here we go. What the hell? Smoking has absolutely no ill effects, period. And everyone smokes, and it's awesome. The end. Why not? If a cow really were to jump over the moon, where would it land, and how big would the crater be? You know, someone could probably calculate that, but, if it were to jump from here over the moon... Trick question! If it could jump with enough velocity to jump over the moon, it would just keep going. It would escape Earth's atmosphere at escape velocity, and it would go flying into the vacuum of space where it would explode, because why not? Tiff Fat Dude asks, what did you learn about friendship today? Nothing! Absolutely nothing! Dear Princess Celestia, today I learned nothing about friendship. Your faithful student, Doc Sigma. Snorlag asks, what do you think about the Stop Online Piracy Act? I've retweeted some things about it, but I try not to flood people's timelines with it because, you know, a lot of people were doing that already. I've really only publicly said one thing about it, and this is really the only thing I'm ever going to say about it publicly. And I think it's a very simple statement, but yeah. So basically my feelings is that piracy sucks, but the Stop Online Piracy Act sucks 1,000,000 times worse. And if you agree with me, you really need to let other people know how you feel. That being said, it is currently dying in committee, where I hope it will just stay dead in committee. If it should somehow pass, I hope that Barack Obama will keep his promise and veto it. Okay. Have you ever seen... Oh, new question. Cha Chibi Mimi Chi. You know, I've never said your name out loud. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Well, she asks, have you ever seen The Walking Dead? If so, what do you think of it? If not, would you consider watching it? I've actually never seen The Walking Dead. I don't think I could see it. It's on American Movie Classics, which is a channel I do not get, which means I miss out on a lot of fun shows like Breaking Bad and Mad Men. Oh well. An anonymous user asks, I'm infatuated with you, and I think you like me too, but you're too shy. I made Bob Piv for the love of God, it's spam! It sounded so promising too. Fuck you. Block. Spam. Boom. Oh, good, they asked the same question twice in a row. Well, not twice in a row, but I can see it coming down the list a few questions later. Yeah. Snorlag asked who knew cards were capable of sodomy. Well, let me put it this way. I'll tell you who knew cards were capable of sodomy. Sakura Kinomoto. And her ass was never the same. Poor girl. Necro Pup Paladin asks, if the world is a stage, and we are all actors upon it, what is your play, and what character are you? That's an interesting little question, isn't it? The play is Doc Sigma, the TV show, and my character is Doc Sigma! Yes, why not end on a vain note? Oh, we're not ending quite yet? Because there is a Formspring question of the day. Yeah. Who's your favorite movie star? Oh, dear. Do I have a favorite movie star? I'm just going to look around my room, and the first movie star I see is... Okay, Tim Curry. There we go. I got a nice big poster of Tim Curry from Rocky Horror on my wall. Yes, Tim Curry, my favorite movie star. And that's it for this edition of Doc Sigma Answers Formspring Questions, the game, the movie, the book, the movie. Send those questions my way. You know I love them, otherwise I wouldn't do this. www.formspring.me/DocSigma. See you next time, folks, whenever that is. Keep the questions coming, and I'll keep the answers coming. Thanks for sticking with me through just about 45 minutes of this nonsense. Thanks, guys. Cheers!